So, like, was that it, or is there more? I guess we'll find out. Is my thing working? Yeah. I was briefly worried I was in trouble. So, like, do I just go back to where my other characters are? I cannot believe my eyes. We survived. I can't believe it. Is she with me now? Yep. That wasn't so tough. Cool idea having the weird nightmare meteor that pukes stuff out of it from a dimension and then closes back up the way it does. Can you touch this, by the way? Might as well check this with the other two characters in my party. It was like upstairs. I can sleep here. Now that we've won. He is like cumbersomely large. I think it was on the 3rd floor. Maybe a superhero can grab it. Or a row can, I don't know. Ah, a crimson stone. This rough ore can make a form of kryptonite. But first I must irradiate it somehow, somewhere. Must irradiate it somewhere. On Hephaestus, maybe? Wasn't there a radiation thing going on Hephaestus? I'm trying to remember. Listen to the silence. Beyond all hope. Have we beaten them? Yeah. Hopefully. Although I could go for another round. It wasn't that tough, actually. No. I will not read book. Words fail me. You must return with both of your friends. I wish to give my profound thanks. Oh, I have to go back to the bridge. Shit. The exact opposite direction. This is where it comes in handy to have fast forward. Another very, very, very long, backtracky, super hallway shaped level. As they always tend to be. These environments are massive. That was easy. Let's cook. There we go. Retire back to a shorter character where the camera's a little less disorienting. Because on top of everything else, the camera kind of hits the ceiling as Paco. Game's so big. You have participated in the greatest chapter of our story. You have pushed back the death of our universe. And it's like, that's it? We like won the game? Is it over? Was that the big threat of the entire storyline? What the fuck happens now? In helping us, you have become part of the Vigil and are entitled to our knowledge. If your leader would follow me, it is time for you to hear the sacred story. Did I just beat the game?
This is the Dome of Desulonimus. Here, our master artist visualizes the stories of the Vigil. Even as we speak, the tale of our last battle is being immortalized. There are many stories here, but the one I will tell you began 60 years ago. Here, on Limbus, before the Eye of Suffering was called the Eye of Suffering. The Eye opened for the first time, and our way of life changed instantly. Miraculous flying machines dropped from the Eye and landed near our city. And from them there emerged soldiers from a far-off region of our universe. They told us of an evil that was fast on their heels. They needed food. We gave it to them. They wanted supplies. We gave that to them too. Then they wanted our blood. That they had to fight us for. It was a bloodbath. We were no match against their weapons and armor. A third of my people were slaughtered in one afternoon. They left as swiftly as they came, leaving only a mountain of corpses and a name. The Dark Servants. Only later did we find out who they really were. Foot soldiers for an evil presence trapped in our universe.
Chaos.
That is one name for them. Their story begins 55 billion years from now, after our own universe has long been extinguished by time. Their true name is the Shatagra, highly evolved creatures of immense power. Chaos is their creed, and for centuries they have waged a brutal war against the Vire, a race of equally powerful beings whose belief system centers on the order of the cosmos. On the verge of losing the war, the Vire make a last-ditch effort to rid themselves of the Shatagra forever. They send the Shatagra back in time, across the fabric of space, trapping them in our universe. They also send back Mystech to help the unsuspecting inhabitants of the universe they foisted their enemy upon.
Which didn't become active until Sunder exploded.
Yes, Mystech is very powerful, something a developing universe might abuse. The Vire made sure Mystech would only activate if the fabric of the universe was tampered with. It was.
But that's the part I don't understand. Who destroyed Sunder? I thought we were trying to stop these Shatagra from escaping our universe. But didn't they destroy Sunder? Haven't the Shatagra already escaped?
No, it is the Dark Servants who are responsible for the destruction of Sunder. They found a way into the previous universe and have begun the process of destroying our own while they wait for their masters.
Are we too late?
Our story is far from over. The Shatagra have yet to be released. Our victory today has brought us enough time to stop them. There is a strange, shifting world in the center of our galaxy.
Anachronox.
Yes, you must go there and aid Roweidekhalicon, a fellow member of the Vigil who has been on a lifelong search for the Echo Gate. He owns a drinking establishment in South Anachronox.
You're so talking to the right guy. I'll find your man, Daisy, and I'll find the Echo Gate.
You must. The agents of Chaos will soon regroup and attempt another invasion. And when they do...
Relax, Butch. I got it covered.
We're going back to the bar where it all started, of all places? I guess I want to go back to my ship, so I go this way, right? How does he own... Hit. That really was just a grand detour, the entire thing with the... Oh, that's where they all died. Smell it. Lives lost. death, dirt, and dust. Now begins the long, arduous process of preparing my fallen brothers for burial. Each body is plunged into a tub of funereal oil and soaked for 3 days. Their skin tightens, allowing for sepulchral artists to paint the life story of the deceased on the body. I must work quickly before the beasts of the crevice come to claim an easy meal. Brutal. And some of them were like, none of these ones, but in the cutscene they had like limbs flying off too from the explosions. Do you feel the warm air of the crevice? Even as we speak, the bodies of the dark servants are slowly cooking within the oven of their armor. The crevice vultures will have a hot lunch this day. Ho 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 ho. Brutal. The idea that the story goes back to the bar owners in Anachronox. This game actually ends up having a lot in common with Mass Effect. All the way down to like the generational, like there's like this wave of destruction that happens and there's an invading force that's going to come in and you repel the first wave, but you haven't actually defeated like the dudes themselves. What? There's more here? Like you haven't defeated them like as a whole, you've only defeated the particular ones that you encountered here in the field. That is a fuck ton of them. Take him out. That's one down. Almost there. Aerial trigger. Bye-bye. 2 more down. Oh, that didn't take them both out. I had such hopes. Are those elites? I think they might be. I think they might be special gold armors where the previous ones were red armor. Because there's 2 unit types so far of these guys. But yeah, there's a lot of analogs to have between these guys and the Reapers. Ooh. Can I go in? Where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. So there was just a whole other ship that we didn't encounter before. Go figure. Oop, you took all the hits. Yo, 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 yo. Anachronox.
Attention. South Anachronox is currently under martial law.
Ooh.
Stay indoors until further notification.
Martial law.
Attention. South Anachronox is currently under martial law.
They took the taxi away. I was gonna use the taxi to get to Rowdy's. I still can't do good lockpicking. Where? I wonder how I was supposed to get that. There's one of those waiting inside my base. Where do you think you're going, Buster? You better get indoors and stay there until morning. Otherwise, you're gonna get your face beat. I'm serious. Get indoors before you get nailed with a curfew violation. Maybe I went to the wrong floor? Anachronox Tours, Fountain Spiral. Let's go back real quick. I think I went to the wrong floors. Is it the bottom floor? Trying to find the taxi floor. No. I've changed my mind. Give me my helmet back. Oh. I guess we're murdering a cop today. What's up? Oh god. We've made some progress since we last encountered that guy. Now I'm pretty sure I just went to every floor. And the taxi is intentionally gone because you have to take the long trip back to Rowdy's. But yeah, I don't know a lot of bars, and I don't think I only know one on Anachronox. I think every other bar I know about is on a different planet. Anachronox Tours is like a dead end, because Anachronox Tours is the space station, the space port you would use to get to the space station. You think you weren't gonna get caught breaking the curfew, you stupid piece of business? Bad gamble. Okay. He didn't like do anything to me, so okay. Bye. I really was sure we were about to fight, but I guess not. I still never got to go in this place. And now Castanox is closed. Maybe I never get to go into Castanox. Should be the fountain spiral should be the right direction for Rowdy's, right? Is this guy back? No. You heard me right, bucko. 500 loonies in all for... Oh. This is the fascist. He's still trying to get me. Hey, guy. That's the bugged combat encounter, I think. Like, it was a combat encounter the first time, but then, like, the world state reset, so he came back. But the fight didn't come back. He's just standing there forever. Rowdy's. Should be right through here. Yep. Nice memorable visual to make you remember where this place was. Closed. How closed? Oh, I can still walk in. Just have to physically mash myself against the door. Hey, Boots. Rowdy's sending everyone home. I suppose I'm supposed to turn everyone away at the door. Except you. You can go in and see him, but your friends will have to stay with me. Why?
Roweidekhalicon.
Holy shit. Lock the doors.
No thanks, Mac. I'm off the sauce.
This isn't for you. Roweidekhalicon. You know how long I've waited for the man unlucky enough to know that name? Don't get me wrong, but I wasn't expecting you. My name is Roweidekhalicon, Terenisquarenthicalicus. For 50 years, I've searched the galaxy for the Echo Gate. Dozens of planets and hundreds of dead ends later, I found the gate, here, on Anachronox. This bar became my base of operations. This mask my protection against an enemy who knew all too well the face of the Vigil.
Why didn't you ever let me in on this?
I did. But you were drunk and threw up before I could finish telling you. And when I asked you to find the key to the Echo Gate last month, you turned me down.
Okay, so let's start over. I'll take the case.
Good. You won't have to look far. It turns out the key has been right under my nose this entire time. In the Mistech tunnels.
The tunnels? But we were there already. We didn't find a damn thing.
What the hell is that?
Except for that stone.
Thanks much, Sylvester. Whatever this is will look swank in my collection.
Deda's got the keystone, and I gave it to him.
So take it back.
How? Deda controls the city. I need an army.
You fought an army.
The 7 of you equipped with Mistech are all the army you need.
But it's Deda. I never asked for this. How am I supposed to save the universe? I'm me.
I see. What I'm about to tell you is very important, so listen closely. Yes, Detta has grown in power. Yes, he is responsible for your hard times. But at the end of the day, he is still the desperate little street hustler you used to pick fights with in the bricks. You must get the keystone, Boots. It must be destroyed.
He seems cool now, Boots, but he's actually a punk ass. Hey, guys. Alright, so here we go. We do the whole Detta storyline actually does go somewhere. Because they kept setting it up. It was the primary side quest chain of the entire game is the constant ongoing thing of Detta being your antagonist here. And that seems to be where this is all ending up. We're going back to Cinder Station. I guess that makes sense? Sort of. I keep forgetting, but yeah, like, we don't have... Even though we do have a ship, technically, there is no, like, dynamic of there being, like, a Normandy or an Ebon Hawk in this game. So my entire party is actually hanging out on what is functionally one of the planets, and I have to go to that specific bar on that specific planet. In this case, it's a space station, but you know what I mean. In order to meet up with everybody. Which, you really get a feel for why so many games make it so that there's some kind of ship or something all your dudes are hanging out on, because, it's a lot more convenient than going all the way back to a specific planet. Not even just a specific planet, but a specific place on the planet. Like, the entire planet itself is an area that you can navigate fully. So, you would think, like, if nothing else, a game that had, like, a planet that your party hangs out on would have you land in a place that is amongst your party so that you instantly are there once you pick that planet. It's like, aha, and here you are, right in your home base. Hang out with your dudes. But instead, this game is like, hey, you went to the planet all your friends are on? Well, you still have to, like, go walk all the way to where they are. And it's, like, the furthest from where you start. It's like, here's where I start, and I have to go down all these, like, several long hallways, which normally you would do in real time, but I'm fast-forwarding, and I'm so thankful for that. Then go down this hallway. And then remember how to get to the common area, which, frankly, I fuck up, like, almost every time. But I think I go around the right... up these stairs, past the clown area, and then here. But all of that at 1/8 of the speed because you're not supposed to have fast forward. You have to do all that every time you want to meet up your party. It's a little much. It's a little bit much. Oh, I don't have a taco milestone. What's the story? We'll meet you at Detta's Fortress when we're ready. See you there. I thought we'd have a group chat. I can't even talk to you. What the fuck? Oh, there you go. What? The stone we found in the tunnels was the key to the cosmic gate? I just knew it was important, and you gave it away like candy. This really chaps my hide, kid. We could have taken on those guys, but because you're afraid of Detta, we just rolled over easy. Now we have to fight who knows how many stooges to get that stone back. And I'm only a chapter away from finishing my paper. I'll come out of retirement for one last mission. I can meet you at Detta's Fortress as soon as you're ready to kick off this soiree, or I can come with you for now. Pack your bags, Pinky, we're moving out. Let's hit the road, boss. Though I should warn you, I could use a better staff head if we're planning on crashing Detta's Fortress. Sorry, Doctor. Yeah, so Paco... These are my big heavy hitter characters. Paco, Grumpos, and Boots all have really strong multi-target attacks, and then Grumpos can heal the entire party. Whereas, you... something? She has a gun that misses most of the time, and a special ability that I don't really know what it does. It's not a good start. Ah. Equip best. Equip best. Equip best. So they warned me that I should get a better weapon. So he has a great weapon, and he has a great weapon. Shit. Alright, before I talk to everybody else and send them away. Let's see. There's no leave this conversation option, so my options are send him back, make him big, or... Let's go, 8-Ball. We're gonna blitz Deda's face. Splendid. This is very exciting. Well, I would suggest upgrading my weaponry before we arrive at the fortress. Sorry, Paco. Anyway, talking to Paco now. We're gonna blitz Deda's face. Okay. But I want to learn better weapon. What? Democritus. There we go. I didn't want to make him big, but I also didn't want to send him to the fortress yet. Because I didn't want to dismiss him. So everyone I potentially take with me is saying they want a better weapon. So even people that have a great weapon already. It seems to suggest that even I need a better weapon. Here's the issue. How do I get a better weapon? Huh. I'm just thinking, I don't know if I think of where arms dealers are in this game, which is not great for me.
I'm ready to kick some. Want my help?
We'll meet you at Deda's fortress when we're ready.
I'll be rooting for you.
It's over, Sly. The resistance is over. The raid started out just peaches. Deda's regulars were off on Center Station trying to patch things up with the Gorians, leaving the field pretty clean. Then we hit one gate. Thanks to your recon work, we were prepared for the Pax troops and sustained acceptable losses as we approached Deda's gates. Deda's gate was a scene from hell. There was a legion of souped-up Nox guards holding down the fort. We were woefully underpowered since our planned raid on the Mystech Museum failed. I was one of the few who escaped. We never had a chance. I barely made it out alive, man. If it wasn't for this slag of Mystech, I wouldn't have survived. Maybe you can find a use for it if you ever decide to confront Deda. Bane Slot. That's hell of a name. It's over, Sly. The resistance is over. I wonder if you can succeed. Like maybe the raid accomplishes something if you do every single side quest. The tough thing is that they were time sensitive and obscure. So how to do them was confusing. There was no quest log, and it was unclear what you needed to do when half the time. But also, I think you had to accomplish them all on the fly. It was just kind of rough. So I think I've sent everybody. I've told everyone to wait for me, except for you. So I can switch back to Dr. Rowe if I can't get a better weapon for Grumpos. So now the question is, can I... Oh, Vendomart. You're the store, right? It's rough, but I haven't used vendors that much, so I'm like, how do I... Exactly, how do I get better stuff for my dudes? See, this is where Grumpos gets a new skill, right? I think he has one. Pay to pray. Yes. Oops. Do I need to have a I thought I had a prism. I thought I found the new one by now. You can buy Mystech though. Oh, you can just buy Glodents here. A Glodent colony, Jesus. 512 energy. That's a lot. Oh. There's a Grumpos item that I hopefully need. I'll meditate with the dodecahedral prism. What a dazzling prism. We graciously accept it as valid proof of your involvement with the School of the Order. Step up to the prey pod. The black cube of perfection will rotate to position shortly. My meditations have proven fruitful. White light. Once again, a new ability that I don't know what it does, but here it is. It takes even longer to heal than white light. The context for a white light is often death, so maybe it brings people back to life. Why did he unequip his Trivice? I do not have a lot of great shield cells, do I? So she has a 344. Then half these characters have nothing equipped. Here, let's give him the biggest one because he's the most magic-y person of us all. Miss Affinity, excellent, excellent. Everyone's excellent right now. But he only has 48 energy. I don't know what these lines mean. Are they saying that that's how much gets used when I use Bane slot? Maybe? I think even this is bigger than my biggest energy cell. For a lot of my characters, just a Gloatin is good enough. Stock up on some of those. Alright. I really hope I can get weapons here. Like that, I hope they have scaled as I have gotten higher level. And like this store currently has stuff I need, hopefully. The Corticom data slab. What? Okay. The Stargent Turbo Blaster can be used by him. This game doesn't let you compare things. What, like... This game is kind of a disaster in terms of transparent information that the player would really need. Alright, so what is your weapon right now? He's using the Stargent hand cannon. A Stargent Turbo Blaster kind of sounds like an improvement. So I'm gonna buy items one at a time, basically. And then we'll see if it's an improvement or not. And then I'm gonna load if it's not. Turbo Blaster is worse than a hand cannon, apparently. How do you know that? Good question. Oh, it's for him. I didn't notice. I couldn't tell who turned around. Okay, I don't know. Their facial expressions are changing, like he goes glowy. Is this supposed to mean like it's a good upgrade for him, like his face is lighting up? He's making like a cool, like, smug face. She smiles. His eyebrows raise, and here he's angry. But then, like, Grumpos goes from, like, neutral expression to, like, sad expression? Oh, he thinks it's okay. Boots really likes this. Okay, so it specifies by doing that. So Boots really likes the Eluder Band. I'll get back to these in a minute, but these, it's weirdly hard to get into this. I don't know where you click to activate the store. It's weird. That's his okay face, apparently. I mean, if he likes it that much, I'll buy it, I guess, right? He doesn't like this. Doesn't like this. A sad little doll with a big head. Boots really likes this. Paco really likes this. Grumpus really likes this. Why do they like it? What does it even do? I'm not sure. This holds 250 energy. It's the best shield cell they sell here. Guess I should buy these so everyone can use one. Because people don't really have access to one right now. So I guess that's my best clue. So I guess that's how you tell if it's better or not, is they make a different face down there. Okay, so there is kind of a comparison system. Everyone really likes heel grease. Wow, okay. So they give you something. You still would prefer to be able to see better information about them. Although I guess the simple fact of like which one, I guess the simple idea of, is that the throughput meter? I guess the simple idea of them liking it is enough or something. Is this a different store? I don't think it is. Alright, well that's the Vendo Mart. Pardon me as I take a break to do some Googling of where is the best weapons store in this game, instead of blindly checking each planet, because I haven't had to search that much, but I don't know where to buy a better staff head. Alright, so I should have left that clip in, but I looked around and the only upgrade I can really get is for Grumpos. So Grumpos's best staff in the entire game is just sitting there next to the battlefield where all of your allies were dead in the planet on Limbus. Those side caves we explored on the way in, one of the enemies is dead there, and there's a big glowing weird thing, and that's apparently Grumpos's best staff in the game, just sitting there on the floor. So that was good and easy to get. So he's up to excellent. These ones are harder. So to get Boots's best weapon, you need to complete the entire quest chain involving that one detective guy in order to get his master lockpicking. That's how you get that, apparently. And then you have to give a specific item to a specific character that requires you to have the master lockpicking to get there. So it's a whole lot of work and a lot of quest chainy stuff. In addition to that, the world states have potentially changed because we're at the end of the story, or at least we've hit this big moment in the story. So I don't know if you even can do that now, but even if I could do it, because there's no quest log, and I'm not even entirely sure where we left off with the detective guy's quests, or even what's going on with that. I have no idea how to proceed. So I unfortunately, that quest log, that whole quest chain's kind of dead for me. So I guess that means that Boots' skill upgrade is more optional than expected. So we're probably never going to open any of those things because I lost the thread. They made it very difficult. They made it very difficult to keep track of that stuff and figure out what to do with it. Even more difficult, there are apparently 4 weapons for Paco in the entire game. There's your starting weapon, then your upgrade, which I already got, because you get his upgrade really quickly, the Phantom Fist. His next upgrade requires you to get every taco in the entire game, and his next upgrade requires you to get every red Bapedri in the entire game. Those are both problems. Let's see, do we have any photographs? Lots of these evidence things. Yep, I have no red Bapedri. Okay. I only have all of these evidence photos from that one investigation. Okay, and where are we on the red Bapedri? Oops. I don't think we're in a great place. Only one! That's brutal. So if I had found one more red Bapedri, then I would have had the best weapon in the entire game. Because yeah, the tacos give you his second best weapon, and the red Bapedri gives you his best weapon. So upgrading Paco is brutal. But the weapon they did give me is apparently up there anyway, because look at his meter. He's already at great. Like the best, I think the best weapon you can get for this guy brings you here, so Paco's not that far behind. So I think we can make this work, I hope. And if not, well, I'll have a save here. Hey, the timer reset to 0 again. I have no idea what causes that. I don't know, there's just a number of bugs in this game. Alright, so let's send Row away. I'm ready to kick some. Want my help? We'll meet you at Deada's fortress when we're ready. I'll be waiting. So when you tell people to meet you there, they don't say, I need a better weapon. So I think that means that they don't need a better weapon. I assume that means that their stats aren't relevant to your success or something. I thought you were point of no return sending them forward when you clicked on that, but you can actually repeat the same dialogue as many times as you want, apparently. Okay. If you're confident you're ready, head to Anachronox Tours to buy tickets to One Gate Station. Let's go to One Gate. This definitely screams point of no return, or at least final storyline, because they're encouraging you to get like the best weapons you can possibly get, and then do it when you're ready. That's like the language they always use in that situation. Is this where the detective left off? Yeah. I really wish your dialogue was designed better, sir, so you could tell me. Yeah, no, there's just a lot of, this game has a lot of flaws. That's one of the many flaws. It's just, sure, it'd be nice if you could give me better dialogue that reminds me what you last sent me to do. You can't even ask him. Like, even, like, his go-to dialogue sounds natural enough. We're like, ah, yeah, assuming you remember what was going on. He's like, ah, you didn't find anything, huh? Guess he's holed up somewhere. And that's all you get. And, like, I guess that makes sense, but, like, there's no dialogue choice that's like, hey, can you remind me? There's definitely a bunch of times in this game where they remember to do that, but that is not one of them. Like, other characters remind you of stuff, but not that guy. Which is brutal, because he has Boots' major upgrade hiding behind him, which, aside from being a fun way of getting around and unlocking all those super hard to open doors throughout the game, is also the only way to get his best weapon. Ah! But the stuff that I read about the best weapon, to be honest, I don't know about that stuff either. I need a Verdun medal, and I do not have one of those in my inventory either, so there's going to be a whole thing for me to pursue that. So I guess I'm relieved of that, I suppose. Where am I? There we go. Anachronox tours. Well, this little guy, we never saw him again. Enslaver. Creepy baby bot. What? Alright. Wait a minute. We got our own shuttle docked at the platform area. Let's take the tourist shuttle to the one gate and sneak up on Detta. Oh right, somebody else has to buy it. One gate. The current price randomization is the nonsensiest shit. Hey, I got a really low one. It was going from like 5,000 to 7,000. Good job, me. Even though I have like 100 grand, I probably don't have a use for it at this point, so I'm probably not that worried. Thank you, Grumpus, for being a responsible person with a reasonable bank account. I wonder if any other characters in the party can't buy things. Or if it's just a Boots thing. So it's all ending here. So when we did this quest here, they were kind of teasing us with like where the game was gonna end, if this is the ending. We went to this weird gated community that looked completely different and crazy. And that was all set up for this much later quest. It's one where I went around and photographed all the Nox guards. Am I going the right way?
Please have your one-gate community pass ready for...
I'm less sure than I'd like to be. Alright, here we go. It's time to eat the rich. Nope. For a second there, I thought they were just gonna not fight me. I'm like, alright. Ouch, ouch. Oh, that's some damage. Ow. How durable are these guys? I can't see that guy? Oh, Grumpus is in the way. It's not ideal. Uh-oh. Damage comes out quick. We're feeling it out. Radius Rage. Did you stun him? Is the attack not coming? Okay. It was letting me target the guy on the left, and so I was a little confused because usually you can't target dead people. And he did end up I can't speak. He did end up dying. Okay. I don't have to use a revive if we just win the fight. And I've got a lot of pluses. Let's get you back in the front though, so Grumpus doesn't get beat on the whole time. There's a slow walking button. It's been here the whole time for like full immersion mode, I guess. Mostly just makes you go really slow. I don't think there's been like reasons to... Has there been stealth things in this game? There's been stealth themed events in the story, but not necessarily that. So I do 700. Superhero does 1400. And then Mr. Super Staff Head does 1300. He's still working. He's got a technically better weapon, but he does less damage than the superhero. So Boots is the weak guy. At least against those particular enemies. There might be like elemental resistances coming into play or something like that. Is that the police station? It says PAX backwards. They wrote it in the direction so that the driver would say it would be in the correct direction, but not for outside people. That's really funny. I guess the scouting mission was ultimately for me then. So those were like their super guards or something? Whereas these guys are like losers by comparison. Nope, that's an awkward little dodge. So thankfully Grumpos now has a ranged attack too. It's rough dealing with party members that only melee. Oops. Got him. Stomp! Oh shit, they're not all dead. Oh, that guy's dead. I can't see him. Ooh, but I can heal the party. Free heal. Ooh. I've got Gatlings. I can staff sweep him though. Can't stop me from doing that. There you go. So the game seems to settle in on the idea that clearly it is superior to have ranged weapons. While they flirt with having melee characters and ranged characters as like a mixed dynamic in the early game, everyone's best weapons seem to ultimately default to them being a ranged character. Punch! Not a kill yet. It's one of those games. Not that dissimilar from KOTOR, I guess, where even this late in the game, I'm still functionally auto-attacking. My primary choice in most practical situations is just the question of, do I want to single target and then focus people down, or do I want to AoE, because that might be more effective sometimes. And other than that, I'm pretty much just on autopilot mode. Deda's fortress is just around the corner. I hope you realize that once we break in, there's no going back. So you better be sure you're ready to do this. Are you sure you want to proceed to Deda's fortress? Then let's do it. Are we gonna have to reconcile more of the flashbacks and stuff about her?
All right, girls. 2 teams of 3. I'll lead one. Stiletto will lead the other.
Why her? It's personal.
We're both settling old scores here tonight.
What about me, Mr. Boots?
I need you for a special mission, pal. You gotta break into their security center and access the system. Think you're up to it?
Hell yeah.
Then let's put this baby to bed, folks.
Ah, yes, Stiletto. What an established character. We know so much about her. They honestly dropped the ball on her. It's rough.
Sly?
Yeah?
I'm proud of you. I know you can do this. I'd give you a hug if I could.
Thanks.
woman scorned.
I get to kill him. Understand?
We're here for the stone. Who says we're gonna kill him?
I do. If I kill him, our lives can go on. Both of ours.
Good luck.
Oh God. I'm worried. Do I have to play as both parties? Am I gonna really suffer for having underpowered party members here? I'm gonna cower a little bit, I think. Let's bring you guys. But then let's put the superhero in the second party. I might be, because I feel like I might be in trouble. He hits really hard, so he can make up for those two a bit, maybe. Shit. The way it was framed, I thought that everyone else was going to be side characters that are like, you know, quote-unquote helping in the background, but what my party was the real one. Now it seems like everyone has to be upgraded. I might be in trouble. We'll see if I hit a roadblock or not. I'm a little scared. Shift tab to per comp. What? Shift tab? Oh God. Well, this could be really cool. This could be a really cool mission. But yeah, when I talk about them dropping the ball with Stiletto, I can see the counterpoint coming of like, well, you should have played as her more. But the people I played as don't get fleshed out more than the people I don't play as, generally speaking. The only chance in the entire game might have been that Stiletto may have had a special side mission that one time where I played as Rowe on that one like animal person planet where we had like the honorable choices and whatnot, and that one tomb that we raided. Aside from that, there's not much else. So it's like the fact that they're trying to lean on her emotional stuff now, it's like, when were we gonna develop her? Like they kind of didn't do enough, because even then that would have just been one segment. But she's almost like, she's kind of framed as like as Boots' equal in the story, both in effectiveness and like personality and like importance to the story. And it's like, no. And that's what the fact that Boots already felt like a side character. Like we started as him, but he consistently felt like he was a weird side character that wasn't that important. And instead it felt like Grumpos and Rowe took the story over once we got them, and Boots was just kind of here as this unengaged side character. But then of course over time he kind of takes over. Because he kind of becomes the chosen one at this point, because it turns out like, oh wow, the bar he was at this whole time was like the guy, it was this big call to action. Turns out Boots was given the mission to get the key a long time ago, and he just dodged that mission at the time, which is whoops.